crazy. There's no way. But he is. He is struggling. And last night was just another case of that, right? He ends up with 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. But still, it wasn't efficient. It was not an efficient night. The turnovers are crazy. Supposedly, he's sick. So there is that, right? And if he's sick, well, I think it would have been better for LeBron to sit out because he actually hurt the team yesterday. Do the Lakers need a trade? I think so. I've been saying it even before the game yesterday. Even with the 2-game win streak, I still felt like the Lakers are thin in the front court, and yesterday we got exploited in the paint. Okay, yesterday we got destroyed in the paint to the tune of, let me see here, the stats. Points in the paint, we lost. We gave up 64 points in the paint, and we only got 56 in return. So all that matters for sure, right? Defensively, we're not there. Defensively on both ends, we got cooked by their two bigs, by Kelly Olynyk and Lauri Markkanen. I mean, those guys, they went to town on us. 27 points and 13 rebounds from Markkanen. By the way, he's playing phenomenal. And then 18 points and 3 rebounds for Kelly Olynyk, and then Vanderbilt chipped in with 9, Mike Conley 15, and 20 for Jordan Clarkson with 17 for Colin Sexton off the bench. So they're really well-rounded, really well-rounded yesterday, and we were not. So good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the live stream. So yeah, again, I couldn't make the live stream yesterday, but I did catch the game from my phone. And like I said, Russ continues to do phenomenal things. He's going to make a good case for 6th man of the year if he keeps this up. Anthony Davis, he had an okay game as well, 22 points, 8 rebounds. But he didn't touch the ball much in the second half. And he talked about it after the game, saying he needs to demand, as one of the leaders of this team, he needs to demand the ball a lot more. So, I give him props for taking accountability, and hopefully we'll see more of that. Again, the Lakers play the Cavs tomorrow, so it's going to be no walk in the park. Right, and the Lakers are currently 2-6, and we missed a golden opportunity to jump up in the standings a little bit. But Lakers currently 2-6 in the West. That's 14th place right now. Warriors in 12th place. So the Western Conference is scrambled. It's all over the place. The number 1 team right now are the Blazers, the Suns, and the Jazz. Those are the top 3 teams in the Western Conference. So that tells you how the West is so much different this year. And the Lakers might be beneficiaries of this, because if they can stay at bay and eventually everybody gets healthy. Again, LeBron James claims he's sick, but people are starting to speculate that Father Time is coming for him, right? He hasn't looked good even when healthy. So one of those things that I'm just like, it could be Father Time, because again, he for the season, not just the last 2 games, but for the season, he's only shooting 20% from beyond the arc. That is a shit percentage. And he's actually only shooting 43% from the field in total. For a guy who likes to slash into the paint, that's really relatively low. So, again, comparing that to Russ's numbers, Russ is shooting 27% from the field and 27% from beyond the arc and 21% from the field. 41% from the field. So, he said, another game we're too small for the Cavs. That is true, man. This small ball isn't working for me personally. I really hope that they make another trade and land somebody like a Miles Turner, or somebody have talked about Jacob Poeltl from the Spurs. We really need more of that, and we also need more shooting. On the other hand, the Pacers have looked phenomenal with Buddy Hield leading the charge over there offensively, right? Dude he's shooting lights out right now. So again, that trade stands. I think it's still probably my favorite one personally. What trade do you guys like the best? My man said, meanwhile, in Indiana, he said, Buddy Hield. Hold up, I lost that one. Where'd he go? I lost it. He had all the shoot. There it is. Meanwhile, in Indiana, Buddy Hield, 25 points, 9 rebounds. Turner, 16, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Beat the Heat. That's tough, man. That's a trade I think we should have made in the offseason. He said, no space, bad for Russ and bad for Z, bro. Well, I'm going to say this about the Lakers. When Russell Westbrook's coming off the bench now, he's becoming a primary ball handler, right? So that seems to be one of the major problems, because we saw this last season. When Russell Westbrook was playing games that LeBron James was not in, or Anthony Davis, he was taking over those games, right? And we saw a very small sample size. That's when I realized last year that Frank Vogel should have brought Russell Westbrook off the bench. And it took a whole year But finally, Darvin Ham has come in here and found the right role for Russ, and Russ has bought in completely to the point where now he has the ball in his hands, and the duo of him and AD sometimes is looking better than the duo of LeBron and AD. And again, you could chalk it up to the injury. He has an ankle bothering him right now, LeBron, or the flu or whatever he has right now. But Russ has actually been able to unlock his best version coming off the bench. And again, last night he was phenomenal. Like, he was carrying us a lot of times and keeping us in the game. And I even made a joke and it went viral on Twitter about, LeBron James and Russ switching bodies or something, because, like, what's going on, right? Can't seem to get both of these guys to play together at the same time. So, one of those things that I think is interesting. Russ ends up with 26 points. He was the high man on the team. So I've always said this: if you put the ball in his hands and you get to play, play him at his strengths, then he's even going to average more numbers off the bench. And I'm glad, man. I'm glad that they finally found his right role, because it was ugly to watch before when they forced him to be a spot up shooter. That's just not his game. So he said, "I'm just happy we ain't in last place anymore. The Rockets are. We really should be winning a lot more of these games, though. We really should, because it was into single digits. I thought we made a beautiful run in the third quarter. Lonnie Walker came to life in that third quarter. He only had 2 points in the first half. He ends the game with 19. So Lonnie Walker continues to be a major plus for the Lakers. And then Russ's spark off the bench really put us back. Man, they were chanting MVP. Genie looked happy when Russ brought us back in that third quarter. It was actually beautiful to watch. And I will admit, even though we lost more games than we won this season, it's fun to watch Lakers basketball again, because they're playing with a joy and they're playing really hard. The only thing that was missing yesterday was the defense and LeBron James. Okay, if those two things would have showed up, I think we would have won that game. But I'm still not ready to say Father Time has come for LeBron, like a lot of people have on social media. I'm a very patient Laker fan, and I'm gonna wait and see. If it is that flu virus that's bothering him, or maybe it's not. We'll see. But I need to see more of LeBron. Hopefully tomorrow he shows up versus his Cavaliers, and that game's gonna be early on. So pregame's gonna be probably at 11 or 11:30. Excuse me. He said, "I'm starting to think we should trade Nunn because he was getting garbage time minutes yesterday." Like, damn. Yeah, this man lost his confidence completely. And I don't know what happened, because he had a good preseason, right? For the most part, he was phenomenal. And now he's magically disappeared. But, when his contract does become trade eligible, I think that'll be something to look at. I remember a lot of these contracts, a lot of these 1-year deals that we signed in the offseason can become trade eligible around late December. So, according to the CBA. So we'll go from there. He said, "Bro hasn't been efficient all year." Yeah, Bron really needs to step up his game. Listen, the LeBron fans, they always say, "Oh, LeBron deserves better." But right now, I think everybody else deserves better from LeBron. So I'm almost all but sure he will step up. Now, I don't worry too much about LeBron, but it will be concerning if this continues. Again, he cannot be shooting 20% from beyond the arc, and he's shooting a high clip. So, like, he's shooting a lot of shots from there. On the other hand, Anthony Davis is having a phenomenal year. Like, we can't sweep that under the rug, no matter what the record is, right? AD 2.3 blocks, 1.9 steals, 2.3 assists, 11 rebounds, 23 points, and he's shooting over 50% from the field. He's actually shooting a higher three-point percentage than Bron, but neither of our big three, Russ, him, or LeBron, are shooting a high percentage, to be honest. AD shooting 23%, Russ is shooting 27%, and LeBron is shooting 20%. If I told you this to start the season, that Russ would be the high man from beyond the arc from between those three, you would think I'm crazy. But yeah. Yep. He said, "Are you doing the Rams post-game coverage?" I might. It all depends, because when it conflicts with the Lakers schedule, I'm just going to skip the Rams coverage. But whenever the Lakers don't play, then I'll probably do it for sure. I haven't done it much this season. I've been so busy, but I will. I will get into it as soon as I can, man. The Rams are another team, another problem. They have other issues, man. That O-line is trash. We need, our offense is too predictable. We need somebody to offset, the predictability of always going to Cooper Kupp, and then hopefully he's healthy. But yeah, man, my Rams aren't right this season, man. Hopefully they can get it right. But Mama Vitaly, thanks for super chat, bro. Appreciate you. He said, "Good afternoon, Dan. I hope we don't see that lineup that started the fourth ever again. No offense. We cut the deficit to 4, and the Jazz build from that because the lineup sucked. Never again, him." Yeah, and I will say, I was curious to see Juan Toscano thrown into the fire his first game back. Right, he still didn't look all the way healthy, so he should have eased him in there. I think he should have went with the same rotations he did the last game. So I will agree with you there, bro. But it is only one game. However, we're now 2-6, and that sense of desperation is starting to spike up again. You know, it was a nice little honeymoon run when we won 2 games in a row, but now we've lost again. So the Cavs ain't gonna be no walk in the park. If you thought the Jazz were hard, wait till you see that backcourt with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. They're gonna cook our guards if we don't play them on our toes. So, you know, hopefully they step up, and we're gonna need LeBron. You know, we are gonna need LeBron going up against his former team. So hopefully he steps up as well. It's really hard to win without LeBron. And it's like, it sucks though, because we get Russ firing on all cylinders now, and now LeBron James is the one who's struggling and kind of hampering us a little bit. So it's like we can't get everything firing on all cylinders. We're trying to get everybody on the same page so we can win these games. DC says Bron looks so uncomfortable because I'm controlling the game. He said, I made LA win the 2 games. I didn't mean to mess with Bron's energy, but I did. What are you talking about, bro? I have no clue. No clue what DC is talking about. He's tripping. Is that good Cali Bud over there, man? He said, it's small ball, get out, rebound, hard to win. Yeah, that is true. The small ball is really hampering us, and we need to go bigger for sure, whether that's Damian Jones or when my boy Thomas Bryant comes back, or a trade. Are you going to watch the South Bay today at 5 p.m.? I'm not sure. I'm a little busy today, but I'll probably watch the highlights, to be honest. He said, Dan, Russ for Kyrie Irving? Oh, yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat, especially if no draft picks are involved. Hell yeah, I'm doing that in a heartbeat for sure. He said, the only thing that I don't like about him is putting AD back in the game in the fourth quarter. He said, with only 7 or 6 minutes left. You say you don't like that? Well, here's the thing about AD. You gotta find him rest, because they're playing him so much at the 5. You know, you got to spell minutes for him. And this is why I wish we didn't go small off the bench. This is why I wish Damian Jones could step up and provide some big minutes, or we traded for another backup big or whatever, because, you know, going small, we're getting out rebounded on a nightly basis. And the only teams that don't out rebound us are the ones that go small to match. So overall, like, we've been getting out rebounded a lot. And hopefully we can fix that, because that matters. Second chance points really impact the game as well, right? Darvin Ham with an update here. He says current expectations that LeBron James and Anthony Davis will play in both ends of the back-to-back games versus Cleveland on Sunday and Utah on Monday. So, yes, we do have back-to-back games. Hopefully those are 2 wins, because otherwise we're falling deeper and deeper into this hole in the Western Conference. And right now we're lucky because there's some parity in the West, right? Some teams that are supposed to be winning aren't. So we're getting blessed by that. But if it wasn't for that, we would have been in a deep hole right now. He said, we were doing so fine at the end of the third, man. He said momentum was peak. I feel like LeBron slowed down our offense. Oh, for sure. And we got to hold him accountable for it. He needs to be better. And if he's going to play like that, he's better off sitting out, to be honest with you. You know, like my homegirl Tara said, he's so much better off sitting out if he's not going to bring his A game. So, and again, it's all love to LeBron. It's no hate. But the bottom line is we hold everybody accountable here. And right now, it looks like the roles have reversed between Russ and LeBron. Like, why can't we have them both firing on all cylinders, right? Like, that's tough. He said, bring back McGee. I would. I would definitely bring back JaVale just for the regular season, if anything. He said, Dan, I know that when you are struggling shooting, it can be your legs, and I hope that's the sickness, but I do worry. Well, look, eventually Father Time is coming for LeBron. We just don't know when. Hopefully it's not this year or next year. But eventually it will come knocking on the door, and he will be a much different player when that happens, right? Could it be this year? I don't know. It's too early to tell. But 20% from beyond the arc and, you know, below 50% from the field when he attacks the rim so much is definitely concerning, especially because he's not getting the calls at this point of his career anymore. How many times did LeBron not attack the rim and he get hacked and they just, you know, count it as a steal and they go in transition, get a bucket, right? So, you know, hopefully he'll be fine. I still believe LeBron has some left in the tank, but how much? That's the only question, right? He said Russ and Brown will never both be great at the same time. That's always been the problem. Well, when they're staggered in minutes, they should be able to both get off. Now we're bringing Russ off the bench, so there's no excuses for that. LeBron just hasn't been up to par this season to start. He really has not. And just like we've been holding Russell Westbrook accountable, we got to hold LeBron accountable. That's the bottom line. We need King James to show up. Hopefully soon. He said, I wish we can bring back JC, bro. He has been killing it this season. He's always been phenomenal. Since he was a Laker, I've always been a big fan. It hurt me a lot when we let him go because that dude is legit, man. He said, are you getting sick, Dan? No, it's just the asthma. It acts up sometimes, especially when I don't get my exercise in. I got to go hoop more often and do some things here and there. But yeah, the asthma is bad in California due to all the smoke. Did I hear the MVP chance for Russ? Yes, I love it. He's earning those right now. Again, he was the high man coming off the bench with 26 points, and he did it efficiently, which is all I ever wanted from him. That's it. I don't care if he scores a little bit or scores a lot, but as long as his impact is within the rhythm and flow of the offense, and he's been more than just the rhythm and flow of the offense. He's been an actual spark for us. So, kudos to that man right there. He said, remember that dunk in Kobe's last game for Jordan? Yeah. Dan, Jordan Clarkson was better than D'Lo. Changed my mind. Defensively, yes. Offensively, debatable, but he's definitely a better athlete. He's quicker and all of that. The only thing that I'll say D'Lo is better than is probably shooting than Clarkson. Maybe passing. But other than that, everything else, you're right. Clarkson has him. Well, he's just a designated scorer, kind of like Lou Williams was throughout his career, or Jamal Crawford. You bring this man in, and he's going to get you some buckets. Liz says, get rid of LeBron while we have a chance. He is too distracted with the commercials and promoting his own agendas. Wow, Liz really doesn't like LeBron. I'll say this, Liz. You can't get rid of LeBron because we just signed him to a contract extension, and under the new collective bargaining agreement, you can't trade him till the offseason. So it would have to be till the summer. But even then, once you trade LeBron, you have to go into a full rebuild because you're no longer a contender. That's the sad part about that whole situation, which a lot of people will be cool with because they like young talent, myself included. But you have to come to the realization that if LeBron is no longer there, you're not a contender, at least not immediately, unless something good happens and we land other superstars. But the Lakers are looking good, but it's not because of LeBron and AD. Trade them both. Damn, Liz is she chose violence this morning. My goodness. Man, Liz wants all the smoke. I see you, Liz. He said my gym apartment only has one bench, so I lured some guy to my. Oh my good. You get blocked, bro. That's creepy. That's creepy, man. Some people are just really creepy on the internet for sure. Did he just say that? I can't believe he just said that on my live stream. That's nuts. I mean, some people really want. See, this is why they can't have Jeffrey Dahmer type series on Netflix. These people really want attention, man. That's psychotic. I appreciate you, Liz. It's all love. But I think it was just funny how you just ousted our two superstars. Is hilarious. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe I just read that. Hopefully he just joked. It's a horrible joke. Poor taste. But hopefully it's just a joke. Because if not, my goodness. You said, did they bench Kobe or MJ? No, it's up to Rob to put a better team around Bron. That is true. I do agree that we need a better team. Yeah, he said something crazy. I'm not even going to repeat it. But let's just say that this is why I always say those shows like Jeffrey Dahmer are not good because psychopaths, they get crazy ideas. So, my boy said, love your takes off subject, but your hair grows fast. It does, man. It truly does. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I used to go to a barber every other week, right? But since my barber retired, I've been shaving my own hair. That's the main reason why, man. People always ask me why I cut my own hair. It's because it grows back so fast. Yes, sir. He said, Dan, you guys play my Cavaliers tomorrow. He said, are you a little bit worried? You have to admit Donovan Mitchell is nice and he can go off on your Lakers if not guarded tightly. Oh, I'm very worried. I'm very much so worried. I respect your whole team, not just Donovan Mitchell. I like Darius Garland. Obviously you got the big man over there, Jared Allen. You guys are stacked pretty much from even Karis LeVert has always been one of my favorites as well. So very concerned, but I still believe in my team. If the Lakers show up to play, then I think it'll be a good game. But if they don't show up, this one could be over early. So hopefully it's a good game. I prefer that than getting blown out. But yeah, of course I'm concerned, man. The Cavaliers are the real deal. Since y'all traded for Donovan Mitchell, I put you guys on my list of actual contenders and not pretenders. Because every time out in the East and out West, there's always contenders and pretenders, and sometimes teams start off hot, but you find out real soon that they were just pretenders. That doesn't seem to be the case with the Cavs. They look really well rounded. They already got chemistry over the last couple years with Garland and Jared Allen and those guys, and now they just added an actual star player who can take over games offensively and is buying in on the defensive side. So I'm very, very concerned, but I'm going to save the pregame talk for tomorrow at 11 p.m. Pacific time. 11 a.m., sorry, Pacific time. Westbrook is doing his part. Yes, he is. And I give people their flowers when they play exceptionally well, and I got to call out the ones that aren't. So now it's LeBron who needs to step up. And hopefully we'll get them both stepping up in the same game, because then, we know AD is going to show up defensively at least. Whatever he gives us offensively is going to be a bonus. And then I love what Lonnie Walker has done. You guys have to admit that Lonnie Walker has been phenomenal. Like, he is one of my favorite candidates for Most Improved Player of the Year award. Right? If he keeps this up, and with Darvin Ham giving him that green light, I think he has a good shot at it. Same thing with Russ. If he keeps this up, he'll have a great shot at Sixth Man of the Year. So those should all be personal goals for them. But the bigger goal should be winning these games. Because, again, yesterday's game was very winnable. Like my man said, we brought it to within 4 by the end of the third quarter, and we were right there. We should have got momentum, but the lineups that were thrown out there, plus LeBron James not playing so good, really cost us the game. He said, hope Bron shows up for that one. He always plays well against the Cavs. Yeah, for sure. And we need him to play well against everybody. But you're right. This might be one of those motivational games going up against his former franchise who he won a championship with. This could be one of those games where he steps up and has a big one for us. But we need, more of the same from everybody else, right? More of the same. He said, well bet big on the Lakers to beat the Cavs tomorrow. Yesterday's loss to the Jets was a setup for LeBron to beat his old team like AD beat his old team this week. He said, also, don't forget to vote this Tuesday. Yes, absolutely, man. Everybody head out to the polls. It's good. He said the Suns and the Flippers are the main pretenders. I agree, Mex. In the West, for sure. I don't believe in any of those two teams to be actual contenders. Les says, I enjoy hearing your takes on the games, Dan, because you don't have hidden agenda. You are a true Laker that I respect what you have to say, even when I don't always agree. That's what it's all about, Liz. The respect is mutual, sis. It's all love, and I appreciate you guys for being so positive. Whether we agree or disagree, at the end of the day, we just want our Lakers to be good. So I agree with you there. That that's all we want. We want the Lakers to be good, so we can march down Figueroa Street with our arms locked together. It'll be great, man. I've never been to a parade in my life. I always wanted to, but I was too young when the Lakers were three-peating, and then I was working the last time we won a championship. So, and then we didn't have a parade. This one time that I could have went in 2020, we didn't have a parade. So we're overdue for a parade over here, and I really want to, link up with my Laker fam and just march. I might paint half of my face purple, half gold, looking like Braveheart out there. He said, that is true. Everybody wants Russ to put 1 minute next there cheering MVP. Wait, what? Everyone wants Russ to put what? I'm not sure what you meant by that. He said, LeBron, come on at the end. And over a few seconds later, stationary defenders like AD and LeBron give space to a lot of threes. That's true. They got to step up defensively. I agree with that. We've been leaving a lot of wide open 3-point shooters, and they made us pay last night. Appreciate you, Liz. Thank you. Much love. I read this like when you cuss. Sometimes it's the fan in me. We get emotional. But all love, Liz. All love. Hoodie Walker says, Dan, it's all over. Pat Bev should not be starting. You can't have a guard giving you 2 points a game. I agree with that, Hoodie. I do feel like all that yapping he was doing about getting to the Lakers and changing the culture and all that. He's a part-time defender, and or should I say, we needed him to be a full-time defensive player and at least a part-time offensive player. And he hasn't been that. He's been a no-show offensively and a part-time defender. So we need a lot more from this guy, for reals, man. Hey, white girls are my kryptonite, man. One of my favorite names on YouTube, always makes me laugh. He said, "Damn, my brother, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for super chat, brother. Much love, much love." Hold up. Did I miss a super chat? I was scrolling up to check. My bad. I guess I did not. He said, drop Pat Bev and start Jones. That wouldn't be bad. See, I like Lonnie Walker's ball handling skills so much and his scoring ability that I wouldn't mind starting him at point guard, to be honest with you. And then I would start Austin Reeves at the 2. You can leave Troy Brown at the 3, and then you can have the same starting lineup. Or you can do what my man said right here and, just start another big instead of Patrick Beverly. So, yeah, that would be cool. That would be real cool. He said, we just wanted Russ to hold himself accountable and be all in for the team. That's all. Exactly. That's it. That's it. You hear nothing from me now. You hear nothing from me now. So, because that's all we wanted. He said, yes, sir, Dan, I will be at the game tomorrow, section 101, row 4A. Enjoy the game. Justin, I appreciate you, bro, for all the support always, man. You and your boy always showing mad love on Instagram. So much love, man. I hope we get that dub for you guys tomorrow, for all of us, right? But that would be nice, man, if you show up and they get that dub. So enjoy that game, though, man. It's always a blast. Is there 29 other fan bases that hate us, support our players through thick and thin? Everything will break our way. I feel it. He says, stay believing, stay strong, Laker Nation. I like that one. I like that. JJ Ramirez, my boy, appreciate you, man. He said, I said it yesterday at the half. He said more rebounding, and it didn't happen. None, still a no-show. Gabriel is getting handled in the box. LeBron is showing his age. Maybe so. Maybe so, man. It could be Father Time knocking on LeBron's door, or maybe it is just the fact that he's sick. We will see, to be determined. But I do agree with you on your other 2 points, man. As far as Gabriel getting handled, I think he was okay in spare minutes. But my only problem with him is I don't think he's a center. I think he's a power forward. So when you play him at center, of course, like you said, he might get handled down low. He's too frail, too thin. He's going to get pushed around. We don't get those calls. So it'd be much better if we had a true backup big. And we do have one, but he's injured at the moment, right? So hopefully we get that situated, because we are getting destroyed in the glass. Those second chance points are not our friend. We're giving up too many. And at times it might cost us games. So we have to nip that immediately. He said, I need AD at the 4 before he gets seriously hurt. Coach is playing with fire. Yeah, I get nervous having LeBron play the 5. Having AD play the 5, especially when he goes up against like a team that has a lot of bigs like the Cavs. They got Mobley, they got Jared Allen. They got plenty of bigs that can, wreak some havoc versus our Lakers tomorrow. So I am concerned about that. But again, that'll be a topic for tomorrow. I am going to leave it at that. Any final questions before I get off, though? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to my sponsor, PrizePicks, man. Listen, yesterday I made a huge mistake. All right, I accidentally put Sadiq Bey under on the PrizePicks when I should have went over. I went over on everybody else, and I ended up losing out. I was going to win $170. So PrizePicks is where it's at, man. If y'all want to win some dough, definitely check it out. And follow me on my second channel, man. Primetime TV. All right. It's featured on my channel as well if you guys can't find it. So you can just scroll down around my channel and you'll find the second channel. I probably will be doing either a video either today or tomorrow for PrizePicks. So definitely check that out for sure. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go and do a PrizePicks video right after this one. And if you guys want to follow me there, and hopefully we can win some moolah together, because it's a great way to win if you got any basketball knowledge. He said, Laurie is nice. He said, hope we can get him. He's like a young Kevin Love. We're talking about Laurie Marketing, right? I like him too, man. Listen, I liked him when he was with the Cavs. So yeah, that lottery marketing, the fact that they have empowered him like that has been phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Justin said, Dad, I was about to win 200 on PrizePicks and I lost due to an assist. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. It could be the little things. It could be the little tiny things. So hopefully, it all works out, man. But I've won over $500 on there, and not as a sponsor, as an actual player. Because like I said, I wouldn't promote anything, right? I would not promote anything that I'm not using myself. So I'm definitely using PrizePicks, and I've been blessed with over $600, man. That's extra grocery money. That's extra, money to take out your girl, whatever. I mean, it's just pocket change, but it's still good pocket change. He said, "Thanks, Dan. Have a great weekend. You too, Tony. Listen, it is addictive for sure, but you gotta play responsibly, man. Only when you got extra money, play." He said, "I won 250 on there last night. That's what's up. What's up, Renerick. Listen, man, that's what it's all about. I want to see my people win. That's why I put y'all on. And right now, you still got that promo code activated, man. You can still, get 100% deposit match guaranteed up to $100. So you put in 20, you get a free 20 to play with. So that's 40 that you can now use. And hopefully you guys win a lot of money. But anyways, it's going to wrap it up for me on here. But like I said, if you guys want to follow me on my second channel, I'll probably be going on live right after this video and put in a couple of PrizePicks entries. And maybe we can share our picks together and hopefully we all win. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Much love. I'll see you guys here for pregame tomorrow versus the Cavs. So big game coming up. Let's see if the Lakers can get back on track on the winning side. All right. I'll see you guys then. Peace.